Hello, colleagues and guests. This presentation will provide insight on the recent case study that documents the experiences and perceptions of youth participants in the Shelton Leadership Challenge program. My name is Kimberly Ingold. I am a May 2014 PhD graduate in Leadership Studies from North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University. I am currently employed as a secondary teacher with the public school system in Wadesboro, North Carolina. Let me first give you a little background on the Shelton Leadership Center. The Shelton Leadership Initiative at North Carolina State University began upon the retirement of General Henry Hughes Shelton, an NC State alumnus and the 14th chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff for the United States. General Shelton wanted to give back and assist in the development of the next generation of values-based leaders. It began as an initiative and has since evolved into a leadership center, which is now a part of the Poole College of Management at North Carolina State University. The mission of the center is to inspire, educate, and develop values-based leaders committed to personal integrity, professional ethics, and selfless service. One of the components of the Shelton Leadership Center is the Shelton Challenge, which is a week-long summer experience for high school students that possess at least a 3.0 GPA. With our youth entering the workforce today, there is a need for more training. Many of the workforce entrants seem to demonstrate a weakness in certain skills. Some of those skills are critical thinking, values, decision-making, and reflection. Kastner, Lotto, and Barrington completed a study that showed high school students were the most deficient of any workforce entrants in these areas. Ehrman Ruska says that students are entering college poorly prepared for schooling for high demanding tasks, which correlates with the students in the workforce. Because some kids are falling through the cracks of obtaining these skills in education alone, they are seeking leadership training in alternate settings. There are other programs and organizations that provide youth leadership development, such as 4-H and Scouts, but they too are alternate settings other than our educational system. The purpose of this ethnographic case study is to document the experiences, perspectives, and learning of new participants in the Shelton Challenge. Fernandez and Hogan say that values explain the direction and focus of people's actions and behavior, and they are important to leadership. Just as I mentioned the vision for the Shelton Leadership Center, General Shelton defines values-based leadership as influencing others through commitment to personal integrity, professional ethics, and selfless service. As youth grow and develop, many factors are involved in behaviors and actions of people such as genetics, temperament, parent styles, and early learning experiences. According to Boyd, his study found that experiential learning is the best way to teach youth skills and leadership development. He studied 3 groups of 4-H youth for community action for 14 weeks that taught a variety of skills. After the post-survey, he was able to conclude that there were knowledge and skills gained over the time period and that they were specific to making decisions and working with groups. Some of the methodology used in this study were interviews, power-sensitive conversations, participant observations during the experience, field notes, and then analyzing data through document analysis. Data collection with this research included online written interviews prior to arrival at the Shelton Challenge, online written interviews at the conclusion of the experience, and then there was a follow-up interview 1 month after the conclusion of the program. This interview took place either one-on-one or through teleconferencing, and some were through social media. There were a grand total of 17 youth who participated in this study. The breakdown of those, there were 11 high school first-time participants. There was 1 peer leader who is a youth staff member, and there were a total of 5 participants who were staff members at the coach, mentor, trainer level, which most of those consisted of college students. During the document analysis and examining the layered data, there were 4 themes that emerged. They were from isolation and disequilibrium to building cohesive bonds, break out of the comfort zone, teamwork, and life-changing challenge.
My team was I won't lie, it was pretty bad because we didn't know each other. We didn't trust each other. We didn't know, we were just complete strangers to each other. Even during the activities when you were trying to get us to be open with the stretcher or trying to direct each other to see what we knew, it was just, we were just like distant from each other. But since we got to know each other through the second day, and since we've been here, our team has never been stronger. We are so comfortable with each other. We trust each other. We have this sense of, we have this bond with each other that like no one who outside of our team could ever understand.
I just think like all the small things that we do here just like transfer into like such big life situations that are I think that's really cool. But when you're here and you do something like that and like you get mad because you're like it's right there, but then when like again the reflections just help you see like everything you guys are trying to teach us and just how that small little thing of not writing down spoons and having then nobody gets any food. I really like that aspect of it.
The entire week encouraged and fostered teamwork. Students would have to depend on each other on high ropes and on the low ropes courses. Diversity Day also began with a simulation game called Star Power. Students, including new staff members, participated. Star Power was a simulation game of unfair treatment and misuse of power. The game essentially divided people into classes of wealth and the treatment of that those people receive. Students were able to grasp after a while it was a mirror image to society, and where you fit in the society depends on your experiences and how you work within the framework of a team. The game evoked emotion in the students for a stronger effect. The students commented on that. An activity following the game asked personal questions such as family situations, abuse, welfare, personal questions that people usually do not divulge to others. Discussion afterward provided insight for the students to see how the background and experiences make people unique and how a team can benefit from this uniqueness.
You cannot capture the essence of this challenge in a phrase or a couple of words or sentences because it truly is a glimpse of the whole entire week and nothing less than that is necessary to understand what is going on here. It's like this little secret, and you can't put a word to it, but it's more than a state of mind. It's just a state of being and taking on roles and things that need to be done for the sake of humanity.
My findings were that students chose to take away facets of the week that were salient to them. They developed skills of critical thinking, reflection, and values based decision making. They were all intertwined to build upon each other. They also said that these skills were very important in leadership. Finally, being part of a team and asking for various ideas and working collaboratively and communication are important skills in leadership, according to my participants. Provided is a list of references used for this research. Thank you for listening to my presentation. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at kingold@windstream.net. Thank you.